life. All right, be right back. Be right back, guys.
You can assign me to that call or something.
Copy, I'll show you on.
All right, I had to grab my vape. Where the fuck you go? OVA, IMAI, Dirty, Claiborne. All right, first we're going to go pick something up for the wife that she had somebody make out by Costco, and then we're going to Costco. We're going to see if we can make this work. Oh, shoo. Here we go.
052.
But we're going to be listening to the scanner. We got nowhere else to be. Shoplifting day. Hey, Jody. Yeah, this is going to be a few $100 at Costco today. She's at work. She's doing good, though.
Copy, I'll see.
She's doing good. Is the chat showing up on the screen?
6 dispatch.
Go ahead.
So I was just gonna I was just testing that.
26 dispatch.
Supposedly, hey Jacob.
I'm off duty. Have a good evening.
Have a good day, sir.
Should be streaming on all the networks, but Okay. Tell him no. That's Chopper for you. Hey, Jacob, I got you in Rumble, too. Alright. Just trying to play this, see what happens. Okay. Okay, it is showing up. So, yeah, you can at least see the chat. The other chats in Rumble. Rumble's chat isn't popping up here, but you can at least see the other chats. That's cool. Ooh. Plus size. What? The left side is blind. Your left side. Oh. So, been trying to get the makers of Jones Plantation to remove the copyright claim against me. But I'll leave it off of YouTube. The only reason I stayed with YouTube is because I couldn't get Rumble to work right. And my goal was to, as soon as it copied, oh shit. As soon as it copied over to Rumble, which all my YouTube videos are supposed to do, I would remove it from YouTube myself. Hey, Farlap. Fuckers. Who pulls over somebody right in the middle of the road like this? Fucking, yeah, that's for you, asshole. Bam. But the strike's going to be there for 90 days. No worries, dog. Dirty. Yeah, so the strike's going to be there for 90 days. So if I pick up another one, I go straight to the 30-day suspension. I don't know why. They didn't suspend me on this. They didn't give me a hard copyright strike. My first strike since being monetized. I've been trying to be somewhat careful, but we knew that this was probably going to be the case. I'm pretty sure that they just didn't like the fact that it was on YouTube. So what it did was, I didn't have any hard copies of it anymore. I couldn't download the one from YouTube because it's removed. It hadn't copied over to Rumble yet. Yeah. I hadn't copied over to Rumble yet. So what I did was I'm uploading it. I did find a hard copy of it, which is weird how you have to download things from DLive, even from your library DLive. You have to use the VNC player to stream it into the player and convert it to download it, which I did. Downloaded it last night, uploaded it to Rumble today. It's still got to go through all its checks and everything. Now I'm trying to make sure whether or not you have to be a sub or a follower the way I have it set up, because I don't want YouTube even seeing it. So I did a Rumble exclusive, non-monetized, because I don't want to make money off somebody else's movie. You know, the point was to get it out there. I even dropped the link. The codes for pay, it's $20 for the movie. So if you want your own copy, a hard copy of it, I would recommend it. If you guys were there for the playing of it, I thought it was pretty awesome. I actually watched the director's commentary as well, which is pretty cool. It's got Larkin as part of the commentary. That was pretty cool. They were explaining the reasons for certain scenes and stuff like that, and how some of the backlash that they've already gotten, saying how it's not realistic because at the end the flag has all the states on it, and they were just chuckling because that's the point. Pretty much, things haven't changed. Derek, we're talking about the Jones Plantation. I caught a strike on YouTube for it. That's probably why you're not getting notifications. They did a copyright takedown of it. I've re-uploaded it to just Rumble, and I'm trying to figure out whether you actually have to be a sub on Rumble or just a follower to be able to view it. It's not done processing yet. It took me a long time last night to download it because of the way I had to download it. Hey, Oklahoma. What do you mean you don't care? Well, I want it to be available to everybody who follows me on Rumble. I just don't want YouTube to be able to see it, because YouTube isn't subscribed to me. Whatever, Chopper. Yeah, get in that left lane and do less than the speed limit, you dumb fuck. Hey, Matt. I don't normally pass on the right, but he just fucking was going less than the speed limit, and I wasn't going to wait for him to get around everybody. So we'll try and do some shopping in there. We'll see how it works out. I'll use my main phone's Wi-Fi. Can we pick up this? She was told it's on the porch, so I don't even have to call ahead. It's not that far from Costco either. But yeah, that's why I haven't been on the last couple days. I got a strike. Been dealing with that. I didn't even know I had the strike until I uploaded a short, which was getting no views for some reason. So I went into the studio. When I went into the studio, I was like, oh, I got a strike. But of course, Chopper don't care. He says we when it's just him. He hates it when I start getting too technical. I don't hate the truck, I hate the driver. That wasn't even that bad of hate. Just listen to Callahan sometime. I like drivers like Callahan. I like the drivers that block that left lane when their construction is coming up. Yeah. Those are good drivers. It's a Canadian truck too, so that makes it even worse. I used to have quite a few Canadian viewers. I don't know where they've been. Of course, it's gonna get pretty pixelated when we're inside of Costco, but oh well. Whoa, ramp is closed. Oh, December 12th. I was gonna say, whoa. That's a bad spot for that fucking sign on the shoulder like that. It should be. Hey, Fire Lap. See you over on Rumble. I got my other phone opened up to the chat. I wonder if I could just pop out the chat. No, not on mobile. But yeah, that it should be available pretty soon if you look at my content. Let me know if you see it in there, because it was about halfway processed by the time I was getting ready to leave, but I had to fill all the dog bins and stuff like that before buying more food today. Fucking 3 German Shepherds and a pug, man. They go through a lot of food. Tapatios, good to see you, brother. Thanks for the follow on Rumble, Farlap. Yeah, copyright free. Oh, it's up? Okay, cool. I guess okay, cool means, sounds like okay, the G word. Hey, Farlap, Jacob is one of the daily chatters and watching the Watchers, Robert Govea's streams. He's there almost every day. We have a nice little chat family in that it's growing, which kind of makes it different. I've been spending more and more time in the locals just because it's a little bit more exclusive chat. But and then there's been the issues with Rumble lately. I noticed one of my videos that thanks a lot, Tapatios. Thank you for coming in. That one of my videos that I multi-streamed from the plant, for some reason, when it uploaded, Rumble uploaded in vertical, even though it was broadcast in horizontal. So it's it's literally a wide screen squeezed together into a thin screen. All right, okay, I will. Let them know that it's okay. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, DCR. I would love to chat with you too, brother. Yeah, Micromedia. All right, thanks. By the time I wasn't busy at work last night, I got over to his last stream with that Phillips situation. It was already over with. I was like, fuck. What the hell is this? I didn't just purchase something. Somebody's stealing my money. Yeah, we'll get some gas on the way out. You got to get gas when it's at Costco. It's only $2.75 at Costco, even with half a tank. All right, this car's backing out. Oh, wait, there's another one open here. All right, let's just pull in here then. Whoop, that's got all these cars got reverse lights on. I don't even think she knows. She's just sitting there on her phone. Yeah, I had a long one yesterday too. But weekends around the corner. Tomorrow's the Army-Navy game. Only college football left until the bowl games. Need to turn on my he had a bloody long day yesterday, yeah. Yeah, he drove most of the day and then popped that video up. What's this? Why am I paying Google $16? What the fuck is this for? What the fuck is this for? Is the family premium? Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Wish you could make somebody a moderator right from the chat. But I'll get you added, Farlap. Farlap moved. All right, I'll remember to add that. Yeah, YouTube Premium. You don't get commercials or anything on anybody's channel. Plus, it plays in background mode, even on membership things. I've had it forever. I did it originally for the music, the YouTube music. So, but I get like a package deal because literally it's the family premium. So I get 7 accounts get premium. So for $16 a month, whole lot better than having to hit skip commercial or whatever. Oh yeah. So as a content provider, for sure. I'm pretty good at doing taxes. Not just this, but I have my IT, business and stuff like that. Most of my mileage on this car is, and the wear and tear on the car is all. I write it all off. It doesn't mean I'm not spending it though, but I don't make anything on content creation. So, what the fuck is this? Shop notification. So whoever had my my work iPhone number before me was a nurse, a traveling nurse. And she had everything connected to this number and still has things. I mean, I know when this bitch gets a DoorDash delivery. I literally get a picture of it on the phone. Anyway, after about 2 years of having it, I've finally whittled down most of the bullshit things she was logged into. I mean, I was getting 100 text messages a day for nursing and for all the shit that she was signed up for, all the shopping shit. Some of them I can't block because I might actually end up using them one time, but all right, let's get this going. Get the Wi-Fi going, mobile hotspot. What does auto hotspot mean? Oh, okay. So that's new. All right, that's going. Now let's switch this over to the phone's hotspot. Auto hotspot is like a thing to where people can automatically connect if they're logged into my Samsung account. So that's what that said anyway. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We just paid for StreamYard too. All right, let's get going. Let's go. Quick gift. Well, most of the people on in my channel are anarchists. We'll just deal with it, okay? Oh. I gotta stop looking at all this technology stuff, or I'm gonna be broke. look up the shopping list. Albertsons. Take those. Up in the park over there looks pretty good. Ham looks good too. Oops. corn dip. Good. Ooh, nuts are on sale. I get potatoes.
Is that? Yeah, that's the kind that doesn't taste like anything.
See the slices. There it is. We got it for little slices. It's good. Jesus, meats. Come on, sweet and tea. Sweet and shit. Oh, we didn't stop and get that thing for. Yeah, we still got to run and grab that thing for the wife. Fuck. Forgot about that. Instead of you guys. Blame you. I blame you. Blame you all. Eggs too. Dog beds are all gone.
Are they down there?
Part of being in here. I switched one thing on my hotspot. I switched it over to 5G. I should have kept it on 2.4. Seems like it stays more stable that way. More cheese. Could be. But no. Bacon, chick slice. Pizza, dog toys, and beds both suck. Or it could be there's just too much shit on the cart.
I'm sorry.
Good. Oh, shit's refreshing. Butter and some cream cheese. Cream cheese. What else? Almond milk. Frozen fries, and I gotta figure out the dog beds. With the meatball. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Potatoes. Signal finally gets better too.
What's he eat?
You get 6 pounds, then they're free fed and free season. I just you up. And then add whatever sauce you want. But if you want the sauce we had, it's truffle, and it's in 304. You get 2 jars for $14.99.
Mini crab cakes. Yeah, no french fries here. Talk to the wife real quick. Fixed it.
Anybody with black tennis shoes gets a free sample.
It's Costco, it's not Walmart. You don't go to Walmart. Hardly ever. That stuff's still on sale. $400 hair dryer and curling iron.
you gotta get the darn thing. No, because if you're, don't blame it on me. You're just not a good salesperson. Not my fault. You can't sell anything. I'm our sister from my own.
Couldn't be the taste of that. Oh, that's horrible. Why is it just now streaming on Twitch? It's weird.
I don't even know. I just want to watch.
You're good.
Take a quick look at your custom card. Maybe something else.
It's closed. So he's playing.
Okay, go ahead. I can hear you now. I was just asking for some medical. You know what? She's like, I just want to see if I can post these and go back. That's all I didn't know. Yeah. I have them every day. Or keep it out. I hold it every single day since I've been. And I would like, so sorry. I wish I thought that, but I was not.
$200-300. Mostly dog and cat food. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seems safe.
Yeah.
302.
Thank you.
And just like
302.15. Thank you. And the third one. Yep. You're good. All right. Let's get the car started. It's ready in here. Yep, 302.15 that we came out to. All right, I'll be right back. tins. The wifey's almond milk. Alright. Well, I would probably skip getting gas. Cigs for all the teenagers. Yes, petrol. Yeah. Yeah, let's just get some gas. Ain't no line, so I might as well go. Can't beat that price for now. Jesus Christ. Come on, old man. Jeez. His tank's on the other side. But he's going to pull in front of me there. What a dick. Oh, wait. $302.15. I didn't get everything I wanted. Look at this. Costco worker fucking pumping for her. Must be nice when you're driving a Lincoln. Looks like a border crossing. Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to get any snow until... Jesus Christ, quit yapping. I mean, I could have pulled around this thing, but then this poor person would have been stuck behind me. I was trying to be nice.
25 on the station.
Asshole.
Go ahead.
I'd like to make $25 an hour and just chat with customers.
We're going to be pulled into Honda East. I'm going to be pushing the record.
Have you pulled in a Honda East switching the record?
I'll be right back.
I'll see. Go ahead.
120 is also on the service.
Copy and service.
Jesus.
Eddie.
Why would they do that? Are they going to shut down the credit debit cards on the 14th of December at midnight? Why? It sounds a little bit out there to me. Just saying. Only half a tank. Why it pulls $100 out to pump gas? Fucking pit stop for me, man. Took me less time to pump and everything than it was for their after pump conversation. All right, let's go get wifey's macrame thing that she had some lady make. Got the wife a nice flannel in there. Her school colors. I know they ain't got no money. They lend out 90% of your money as soon as you deposit it. 90%. I'll just start getting paid in Bitcoin then. How about that? I think if that was actually going to happen, it would be a bit bigger news too. There'd be some runs on the banks going on right now. I think I've been to this house before and picked up something. What is it, 352? I need some glasses on. I can't see shit. Yep, that's the same house. Anything else, dear? No. I was chatting with her while I was in the store. It's cute. Cute little bag. Some macrame. Put the receipt right in this bag so I don't forget it. The wife scans receipts. Alright, where else? We gotta stop at Sodders on the way home. Send the wife one more message though. Yeah, let's play it safe. All right, let's do this. Looks like we're good. Let me check Rumble real quick. Yeah, okay. Hey, Gregory. Welcome to Copyright Free Doc. Oh, there is a pop-out yet. Okay. You try Rebot, what's that? I don't know what that is, bud. Speaking of that, I'm gonna get a little bit of candy bacon from Dunkin'. Not sure what you're referring to, Greg.
Traffic.
223, go ahead. Hi there, what can I get for you?
Yes, can I get a snack and bacon and just a medium hot black coffee?
Okay.
That'll do it.
$5.75.
Okay. Thank you.
And your bacon, it'll be out in a second. I'm training somebody,
Okay.
so
Okay.
and it was fresh made not too long ago, so
Okay.
it's still a bit hot.
Okay.
Let it cool down before you eat it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Fresh bacon. Oh, she's on her phone. It's like a mod. Okay. Oh, you mean it's a bot? Okay. I use a few of them. I use Stream Elements, Streamlabs, Moobot. I don't think I really do anything with Moobot anymore, but yeah. Thank you. You too. Man, that bacon smells delicious. Okay. So I spent about $350 today. We're gonna take a different route home. Fuck that freeway. Jeez. Fucking rush hour on Friday. Gotta love it. Let's see what the wife's saying. The wife's yakking on here. What is she saying? Oh, you know what I like? Okay. You know what I like, she says. It's not kind of freaky there. Alright. I'm going to switch over to watching the Watchers. Start some 4 minutes. Man, this bacon smells so good. Should have gotten some of this bacon before went in the store.
Show you.
How sick. I like my coffee to taste like coffee, not milk and sugar. In fact, when I get it at Speedway, I get the espresso blend. Oh my God, this bacon is so delicious.
And 233, I'll show you, Ida.
She literally loaded this bag. It's supposed to be 8 slices, and there's got to be 15. She doubled the size of the order, basically. It's gonna be dark before I get home. One thing I do with that espresso blend, though, is I will put a splash of the cold half and half in there, and that's just to bring the temperature down so I can drink it as soon as I walk out the door. Hey, West Side. We've been on a shopping trip. Spent about $350 on groceries, dog food, cat food, kitty litter. When is poker night? Poker night can be any night. They play almost every night in the league there. I play sometimes. I'm pretty exhausted by the time I get home, though. Oh, that's why she don't want nothing. She just reminds.
Biden was walking across the White House. The question, the oversight committee, is a lot of people are just kind of saying, "Hey, see, we told you. We've been waiting for this to come." There's a lot of into all of this and more, my friends. For our after party, you know where to go there. It's watchingthewatchers.locals.com. And so I think without any further ado, the man of the hour is here. If we're good to go, we will bring him on aboard. And Mr. Garrett Ziegler is in the house, my friends. And so, Garrett, welcome aboard. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You sound great, my friend. It's very good to see you here today.
Thank you very much. And I am completely prepped. Got all 56 right here. I've read through it twice. I'm very excited to be talking with you. I have
Sounds
read all
excited.
the statements
Not.
that you just alluded to. So, like they do at the beginning of depositions, I am ready to go. There's some meat on the bones.
All right, should be recovering now.
Of a scrawny guy. So there's meat there, but not as much as I could.
Well, that was my initial thought on this thing, because just to give the audience a little bit of background here, we've had several conversations before. The author of this book.
My mother has sent me a screenshot of your show, and she circled.
Tucked up right there. Yeah, and it's a masterpiece. And remind me, how many pages is in this thing?
644. It was a team effort. We created Marco Polo as a non-profit private investigative group. We have private investigators on our board, and they're involved in every facet of the research. And so we're not a political entity. We are not interested in putting something out that is not completely vague, and that causes us to be like the fourth or fifth time you hear about something, but we hope that it's the most granular. And like you said, this is my fourth time on your program, and I love it deeply. And there are so many things in this report that can corroborate the indictment. In fact, when I've been traveling, but when I catch my breath, we're going to create a Twitter fund that is referenced in the indictment. So never before, I think, in American history, tax fraud, wire fraud, drug dealing. But now the people will be able to see the exact email metadata referenced in the indictment. I love it.
Yeah, and there's a lot in this report that you've drafted, and just for anybody who wants to get a copy of it, they can go to marcopolousa.org, get a sourced compendiums that I've ever seen. Right, this is a 56 pager. Yours is 600 plus pages, so there's a lot there that is not. Jump into the indictment and kind of the counts and the charges, but there is a lot here, and I think this is probably a good setup so that the audience can read and follow along with us. But my friends, this is the case. This is another Hunter Biden indictment. And just for a little context, this is not out of Delaware. Okay, on this channel, we've been following the Delaware case, and we have really had some.
What's going on? The stream just froze.
Really, why they should have taken the deal a long time. Crawford forward. They were in court. The whole thing. Rika asked a couple of questions, made the whole thing derail when Hunter didn't answer it appropriately. 6 misdemeanors and 3 additional felonies in district. And this comes on the back of Hunter's lawyer, Abby Lowell, basically getting very aggressive with the DOJ, threatening them that we're going to go subpoena Trump, we're going to go subpoena Bill Barr, and we're going to go, after all these people. And they were calling the DOJ corrupt, and like Hunter was the victim of this selective prosecution, even though his daddy runs the DOJ, runs the executive branch through Merrick Garland and this entire entity. So they started to get very aggressive with the DOJ, and we read through David Weiss's, who I got really, don't speak in high regard of the guy because of how rigged it was at the outset. But now he's been kind of backed into a corner, and he responded saying, your indictment, your request for subpoenas are absolutely ridiculous. And it was a little bit of a surprise to me to wake up to this new indictment. I actually wasn't expecting it this quickly. I thought that maybe we'd see some escalation elsewhere. So any comments on that before we jump in?
Well, number one, I think that a lot of credit needs to be given to the IRS whistleblower. The press release announcing the first plea deal attempt was June 20th. And
I'll be out on foot, checking property at 1645.
The Means Committee voted to release the transcript of Gary Shapp
1645.
7th. And so what we've had here is people trying to save face. So this is, like you said, obviously a step up from an aborted plea deal. There are some meat on the bones, and not every indictment is 56 pages. They put material in here that did not need to be in this indictment. It's all true. But the breakdown, for example, of the pimps and hookers and all the things he tried to write off on their taxes, you can have a bare bones 5-page indictment. You don't have to go into the evidence. The grand jury's heard the evidence. The evidence is only in need for a trial for you to convince another jury of what's yours. So they put in this a lot of things that are going to make the Bidens uncomfortable. Kevin Morris is smoking on his bong today. They're not feeling good. This is embarrassing for them. And I have the privilege, and Marco Polo has the privilege, of being sued by both the people we're talking about right now. The president's son, that's my fault. Can you hear that?
Yeah, no, you sound good, yeah.
There was a background noise from Telegram. So the president's son is suing us in the Central District of California, the very district that you're talking about.
I'll be right back. Just gonna grab some adult bevs and some meat to make some jerky. Be right back.
But Kevin Morris is suing us in state court. And since I spoke with you last, we won one cause of action. Kevin Morris owes us legal fees on approximately $45,000, and we're appealing in California State Court the other 4 causes of action that Judge Richard Epstein should have granted immediately. So let's dive in. The 2 gentlemen who we're going to be reading their writing is Leo Weiss and Derek Hines. They go by a lot of nicknames. They're both 6'5". They're both looked at as G-men type of straight-laced guys. Leo Weiss worked at the Congressional Ethics Office for a while. But these guys are also lackeys of Rod Rosenstein. And so they're the ones who wrote this. And like I've said before, it's a limited hangout, but it's much less of a limited hangout. What I mean by that is they want to be able to hold this up and say, hey, look, nobody's above the law in the United States. And one more thing I'll say before we dive in is Abby Lowell made a statement today, Robert, that said if it weren't for his last name, Hunter Biden wouldn't have been charged with this. Hilariously, I agree. If Hunter Biden were Hunter Smith, he'd be charged with more and different crimes like money laundering, FARA violations, and sex trafficking. So this is a start, but we're not holding our breath.
Yeah, this was the statement, I believe. Let me see if I can share that one. Yeah, here, this, let's see if I can get that situated there. Yeah, this was Abe Lowell's statement, and I think yeah, it's a little hard to read it, but yeah, based on the facts and the law, if Hunter's last name was anything other than Biden, the charges in Delaware, now in California, would not have been brought. And, there's the rest of the statement. We can come back to that. But just to go back to the point that you were making, and it was on this, this issue that there's a little bit more here that maybe meets the eye. Obviously, the case is United States of America versus Robert Hunter Biden, the indictments coming out of the Central District of California. And it says here, just in the introduction, that defendant Robert Hunter Biden was a Georgetown and a Yale-educated lawyer. And then the next word, right, which we all knew, and it's like, well, okay, well, he kind of botched this case with all of those Ivy Leagues. But the next one that really stands out is the lobbyist, right? Because there's a lot of talk that maybe why wasn't he charged with FARA violations if he's lobbying on behalf of foreign entities like CEFC, and he wasn't charged with any of those types of crimes here. But maybe that's just like, hey, that's the next step for us.
Yeah, that's what justice requires. It would be the next step.
Yeah. So they say, okay, we know he's a lobbyist, he's a consultant, he's a business person. They say beginning in April 2018, and we're going to pay special attention to the dates here because of when Trump's in office, when Joe was leaving office under the Obama term, then when he came back in. So at the time, beginning April 2018, he's a resident of LA. Saying at all times that we're about to talk about, Hunter served on the board of the Ukrainian industrial conglomerate and a Chinese private equity fund. He also negotiated, executed contracts, agreements for businesses, legal services, and was paid millions of dollars in compensation to him and his domestic corporations. Both of these we've talked a lot about, Owasco, the PC, and the LLC. Saying in addition to his business interests, Hunter was an employee of a multinational law firm also working in an of counsel capacity, which is, this little trick that a lot of law firms will do when they want to loosely associate with somebody. You're not really an employee of the firm. You're kind of like a contract lawyer with the firm, but there's really loose, depending on the state, there's kind of loose agreements on how it all works. And so you can kind of say, I'm at the law firm if you're the of counsel attorney, but you're not technically there like an employee or a partner. And so it's just, in other words, you can kind of sell your name, right? You can lend your name.
Yes, and the value add that Marco Polo has, and what we're going to be doing on Twitter, but we'll do here first, is we will figure out and name each of these entities. So for us, for Marco Polo, multinational law firm is not specific enough. This is Boy Schiller Flexner. So what we're going to be doing is going through the document and writing down the names and then putting that in the document on our tweets. So this is Boy Schiller Flexner in point number 3.
Amazing. And where's the best place for people to follow you and support you? Obviously, you've got litigation going on, so we just want to make sure people know that.
Thank you. All of our social media is Marco Polo 501c3, denoting our nonprofit status. And our legal defense fund, we've had $180,000 in legal fees just since May, Ron, is fightbiden.org. Can't make it more easier to remember. So fightbiden.org and Marco Polo 501c3. Importantly, Boy Schiller Flexner paid Hunter approximately $215,000 per year. He didn't even maintain an office there. His job was to be a rainmaker. He just got Boy Schiller clients, made $215,000 a year to do basically nothing but talk on the phone.
Yeah, good work if you can get it. And the last name Biden is certainly something that helped, no doubt. So they continue. The government tells us that Hunter, he engaged in a 4-year scheme to not pay at least $1.4 million. And that was self-assessed. So he assessed that on himself. Federal taxes that he owed for the years 2016 through 2019. And just a quick point. I know we'll pick up the pace on this a little bit, but in terms of the dates, right, we also got to remember that there were a bunch of other potential charges that they never brought because the statute of limitations expired. They all just literally expired, right? The law says that when there is evidence of a crime, the government knows about it. You got to bring the criminal charges within a certain period of time, or else evidence can expire, right? Even in DUI case, like you don't want to hold a blood vial for 25 years and then charge somebody because the blood can go bad. Evidence expires, witness memory expires, and so you have to a certain time period. You also want to incentivize the government to actually bring the charges, not just dilly-dally. And so conveniently, many of these investigations with Hunter just took forever, just left on and on and on and on, and then some of the major charges actually dropped off. Okay, so carrying on. From in or about January 2017 through in or about August 15th, 2020, and to evade the assessment of taxes for another tax year. He also filed false returns in about February 2020. Now, in furtherance of this scheme, Hunter did a bunch of things. A, he subverted the payroll and the tax withholding process of his own company, which was a Wasco PC. He withdrew millions of dollars from the PC outside of the payroll and the tax withholding process, which was all in manuals or whatever they were doing, and it was bypassing it. He spent millions of dollars on an extravagant lifestyle, and we have summaries of that later on in the document, rather than paying his tax bills. In 2018, he stopped paying his outstanding overdue taxes for 2015 that he's due. He willfully failed to pay his taxes in years 16, 17, 18, 19,
Nebraska, Hellbilly, good to see you.
even though he had the money to do it. And he also failed to file his 2017 and 18 tax returns on time. And when he did finally file his 2018 returns, he included false business deductions in order to evade the assessment of the tax.
Later, Westside. You're still here. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Coming up in February 2020.
All right.
Carrying on.
4 miles to the house.
Also made millions of dollars in the 4 years.
At 25 miles an hour, it'll take 10 minutes.
Now, I think this is also interesting because by allowing this to continue on and allowing those older cases to expire, they don't have to spend time on those years when he was in office, when Biden was actually the vice president. So it's convenient for them, but they carry on. They say between 2016 and October 15, 2020, which would be all the Trump years, Hunter individually received more than $7 million in total gross income.
Fucking $7 million, and it's all gone.
$1.5 million in 2016, $2.3 million in 2017, $2.1 million in 18, $1 million in 19.
I got some steak for tonight, but I got $300 worth of groceries in the back from Costco.
In addition,
so
from January through
that's just the local shop. That's where I get my good meats.
Also received $1.2 million
I got a London broil that I'm going to turn into jerky.
Now, this is where our plaintiffs comes in. Kevin Morris.
But what are we eating tonight? It's going to depend on where the wife wants to go tonight.
That is false.
She should be on her way home.
Because he's not just a personal friend. Omitting material context. You can be charged in SEC crimes and other things by not just, not if you say something true, but it's incomplete, that statement can still be
Reporting for
false.
Waterville,
And by calling
1053, Penline Way, your fire turned out for an incident of the
Work with underlying tax accountants to ease considerable pressure.
Fire in a pit.
Hunter Biden having these taxes.
They're calling the fire department for that. Sending the police to back him up.
I love them, but they did transpose.
Fucking Waterville sucks, man.
It's Patrick Kevin Morris. We know that. But Kevin goes by his middle name, as does Hunter.
Interesting. Okay, so we'll hear more from him, but he's funding...
Stopping about, yeah, we got plenty of food, that's for sure. We're going to have...
This is just kind of a guy, right?
Garage freezer and the kitchen. Fridge and freezer are going to be packed after we put all this shit away.
Yeah, if Hunter were normal people, when they fall on tough times and the money dries up, maybe they rent a 2-bedroom in San Bernardino. No, not our Prince Link Hunter. Kevin Morris shelled out $20,000 a month to live on a canal and just because he's a Prince Link. So Hunter exacerbated all this. He has agency. Everybody treats him like a little baby with kids clubs. He's a 53-year-old man.
Yes, and he had a lot of money, and it all just went somewhere, right? And the question is, what was the justification for him to continue to get this money? What was he trading on? But here's one example that the government identifies for us, right? This is David Weiss and the special counsel's office. They take us over into Burisma. They say in or about April 2014, which is, again, is much further back than we were talking about previously, Hunter joined the board of Burisma, which was a Ukrainian industrial conglomerate. They say Burisma agreed to pay Hunter $1 million a year. That was in monthly disbursements. We talked about those numbers. They're 83
real
and
quick.
third.
A real quick addendum. The prosecutors made a mistake. They should have said Ukrainian-based. Burisma Holdings Limited was actually domiciled in Cyprus because it was easier to set up Maltese bank accounts to launder money.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a little bit of a technical detail.
That's what our report is for.
I know, man.
Ukrainian-based Cypriot registered gas company. Joey says his son's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, so if you take a look at this report, you can go take a look at the PDF at marcopolousa.org. You'll see what I'm talking about. There are footnotes. It is detailed as can be. And so it's very, very impressive work.
Yeah, I'm in Ohio. This is the village of White House, Ohio. Oops. I don't know why this just shut off. The volume just shut off on my stream.
Convenient. Now, as a result, he got a total of $1 million in 2016, $630,000 in 2017, $500,000 in 2018, and then $160,000 in 2019. So you see that dropping off pretty significantly, right? And I like how they also try to like tier that down, you know, so it kind of looks like it's a normal glide path exit or something. We all know what that's about.
Yep, and he gets
Northern Ohio. I'm right. It's a suburb of Toledo, west of Toledo. I work up in Michigan, so.
The board the first week of April. So right like clockwork. Somebody's like, dude, this is a distraction. You've got to get off this board.
Yep, and they're just cleaning up the loose ends at the time. So they take us over to the Romanian contract. So they tell us now in the fall of 2015, Hunter, he entered into an oral agreement with the business associate one. And Rob Walker. Perfect. Thank you for that. So business associate one is Rob Walker. Hunter enters into a deal with Rob Walker purportedly to help a Romanian business person, GP, to contest bribery charges that he was facing in his home country. And that's Romania. And Rob Walker, who was he?
Former Clinton staffer. His wife, Betsy, was the personal aide to Dr. Jill Biden. Jill is a doctor unless you have, like, a stroke, that is, and then you have to find an MD. But longtime crony, traveled Latin America with Bill Clinton, based out of Little Rock. Total grifter, part-time owner of Meadow Biota. Can you believe it? So, yeah, this is somebody who got convicted on bribery charges for giving preferential treatment to a Romanian lawmaker to get a good deal on commercial real estate in downtown New Orleans. So these are people that Robert and I, interface with all the time.
And this is somebody. So Rob Walker, then he has kind of a reputation for helping people with these types of problems.
Oh, Taylor? Yeah.
In his own words, he's the stand-in.
Yeah, I'm not too far from there when I work in Monroe. But yeah, I know Taylor well. Taylor Tuckey.
So a lot of the cash goes to Rob.
Love MCC and freaking Media's videos from there.
And it'd be hard if this.
A lot of deer. There's a lot of deer. You got to be super careful along through here. That's actually to the right is a forest.
Somebody has to connect.
Usually there's some cars parked along here, but
this liaison guy.
Gun season's over with. It's back to Bo again.
Fall of 2015, so Joe's still in office, and we have. It reminds me of what we're hearing about with Menendez. Honestly,
I don't get them in my yard because I have 3 German Shepherds and a pug.
Although he
in my backyard, so
U.S. attorneys in the United States, but it's the
I don't even get squirrels in my backyard. Even though I got an awesome squirrel tree.
He is trying to help
200-year-old oak in the backyard.
Contest these bribery charges, and he was facing.
You can actually see as they come around the corner here. It's so fucking tall.
An entity associated with Rob Walker through his Romanian business.
What we got here?
Between November 2015 and May 2017, Rob Walker's entity then received approximately $3.1 million. A nice chunk of money from Romania, I would imagine. And it was split roughly into thirds between Hunter, Rob Walker, and business associate 2.
So we believe that this is James Gilliard, the English-born bald guy who, in May of 2017, proposed an equity distribution whereby 10% was going to be held by agents for the naked.
Okay, that was him.
Yes. His daughter has deleted all of her social.
All right. I'm back into the driveway.
Didn't even talk about his daughter. All her So, yeah, James Gilliard.
I'm a shit ton load.
We got the whole entourage together. They're trying to work these deals out. That was just in Romania. Then they say under subsection 3, now we're going to jump over to China. CEFC, the China Energy Company. They tell us in late fall, also of 2015, Hunter, Business Associate 1, Rob Walker, and 2, which is Gilliard, same people, they begin to investigate potential infrastructure projects
Alrighty.
associated with CEFC, which is a Chinese energy conglomerate. In or around December
Oh, yeah?
of the year, Hunter then
I was right there by Cabela's day before yesterday. I went to the St. Julian winery outlet. You can't see me. Can't see shit. All right, guys. I appreciate you, everybody, for hanging out, keeping me company while I went shopping, spending all these monies. Love you guys, and we'll probably be back on, if not later tonight, definitely tomorrow. Peace.